Hey everybody, I am out here at Prettyboy Reservoir on foot today. We're walking down to an area I know right on George's Creek, and the water is really low due to the drought we've been having this summer. And so we're going to walk on down to the water's edge and get a look at how low it really is. But this is my first glance at the water, and I've only seen it lower than this one time, and that was after a 4-year period of drought. So let's get on down there and have a closer look. All right, everybody, here we are up on the rock, as it is known locally, and this is full of water typically. Obviously you can see the shorelines. This is the area, and I'm not going to go too close to the edge while I'm shooting video. I don't want to make a wrong step, so we're going to stay right where we are. But you can actually see the bottom right there, and this is one of the areas where people jump off of these rocks. We're about, oh geez, I'm going to say 20 to 25 feet above the water where we are right now, but the water is normally about 5 or 6 feet deeper than it usually is. And as I said, this is George's Creek that we're looking at. If we look upstream, you can see that by right here, there's not even any standing water. It turns into a little trickle. Normally, I can paddle my kayak in still water for about another 3/4 of a mile to maybe a mile upstream from where we are now. And then I start running into stream-like conditions, flowing water, shallow water, etc. So we're about a mile downstream from where I would typically paddle my kayak, and it's already murky and muddy, and I would have a hard time paddling up to right here. I got a narrow channel right there that's deep enough to paddle through, and that's about it. Other than that, I couldn't even get up to right where we're standing now. This, of course, over here is typically a large cove, and you can see now this is just a couple little trickles of water running through here. This is one of those coves that is created by a small stream that flows in, and by this point that stream may very well be dried up altogether, or else we have just some sort of water that sort of condenses itself down into a little tiny channel and then flows out into the main water. So the last time I was here and saw water this low was in 2008, I want to say, and again it was after a 4-year period of drought, and what we had was this little channel of water continued on around here and all the way down there before you actually would see any standing water. This whole entire stretch was just a little tiny channel, and there's so much silt that is collected and developed in here over the decades and decades that this reservoir has been standing, that this area should actually be fairly deep. I mean, you can see how rocky and craggy it is, and then it's sort of this strangely flat bottom all the way across. This is just a valley that's completely filled with silt, and when that stream was flowing through here and all the way down there, it was carrying the silt away with it, and it had cut itself a channel down in that mud. It looked like a miniature Grand Canyon, and it was about 15 feet down into that silt. So it'll be interesting to come back in a month or so if we don't get any significant rain and see if that's not something like the situation here again in a month or so. So we'll come back, weather permitting, and we'll take a look at what this looks like and how much lower it gets. But again, we're right here in George's Creek, everybody. It is turning back into a creek from a standing water reservoir. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you real soon on the next one.